Doing great.
That
Are you?
That
Yeah.
didn't sound great.
Well, I'm on a even shorter week than you guys. No show for me Friday. I'll be golfing.
Don't even get me started.
So we don't have a show tomorrow
Yeah.
because of the Seahawks.
Yes. No show Thursday.
I would
But
think
we're
that-
here on Friday.
I would think advocate of the 4-day work week, Isaac Ropp, would like the 3-day work week that I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah, where are you going?
Doing my annual Sun River stay and play with the College Bros.
The
Well, I'd
fact
say,
that you call it a stay and play.
That's what
and,
Sun River calls it.
And then you have bros.
Yep.
Jeebus.
well, it's a great deal.
It is.
Although I don't want to promote the deal.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think we should promote the deal.
Yeah, we shouldn't promote the deal,
But it
they-
is a great deal.
Yeah.
Let's not
5
talk
rounds of
about
golf
it.
in 3
Well,
days.
I mean,
so.
look, you got to pay for stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're big time now.
Yeah.
We're in the FM.
Yeah, there's no more free Bymar
Yeah.
shout outs here. You
That's
want
right.
You
no
want this,
plugola here.
you want this advertising.
Yeah. No
you,
plugola.
you come and get it.
Yeah, plugola.
Is that what it's called? I always
Yeah.
have plugola
Payola.
and confused.
Payola.
Payola plug. Payola is like back in the day they used to just pay DJs to play records. Plugola is they
Plug.
give you free golf and then you're like, oh, I happen to be playing.
love
out
it here.
What
Oh,
a golf course. Ha, ha, ha. Everyone should go there.
Someone here
We
got
can't do that. That's very illegal.
Someone here got busted years and years ago at a couple restaurants, and I guess it was really bad. Like all he did was talk about it, and it turns out he'd been eating there free for like 2 years. Yeah, like yeah, dude, you're fired. Can't.
And then talking about it on the radio.
Yes,
Yeah.
like I didn't listen to the show, but I guess it was like nonstop. Like he wasn't like slipping, just by the way, no, like every day.
Let me
was,
tell you, I went last night. This is what I had, course by course.
See, that's good for the company,
Yeah.
but you also don't know when that guy. What?
Huh?
I was thrown into Swigard. We think.
Oh, what do you think?
It's over.
We
We think. We think. Here's the situation.
Now, those of you that may or may not be listening that know what I'm talking about, you can pull the plug on that, and Suka and I aren't going to be mad.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying.
We're
I'm
not,
not
saying,
saying.
but we're saying.
I'm just saying.
Saying.
Anyway,
Yes.
nobody knows what we're talking about. Just be around next week. So yeah, today we got to get in a lot because tomorrow is no show due to the Seahawks. Dan Lanning, again, I said this earlier in the week, but I want to reiterate. Dan Lanning will be on our show on Friday.
Yes.
So don't you worry. We're going to miss him tomorrow because of the Seahawks, but we will have him at 4 o'clock on Friday and Joey Harrington. So that'll be a big show for the Ducks Penn State game.
Yes. Well, it's a huge weekend for college football. Dare I say, I know week 0 kicked rocks. Week 1 was great. I think this is the best week of college football so far. Maybe we get to the end of the year and there's playoff implications and rivalry week and all that. The real one, I'm sure, being brought to you by Wodo Wuda. But this is a great week.
Yeah, fat.
This is a great week of college football.
Got a lot of friends. They're fat.
Fat.
And by the way, someone's saying Suk definitely not promoting Jerry's for free drinks. If you'd seen my bar tab, I am not getting free drinks.
He's a paying customer, folks.
I can assure you. One,
Well,
and
I can imagine not.
I would like to point out, of the 6 people surrounding him, 2 of them had canes. One of them had that cool hurricane with like the 4-pronger.
As a person who has a handicap placard,
Yeah.
I mean, I have one in my car
Oh, because yeah, your mom.
And so I don't use it for me, but when she is in the car with me, I use it. And I can tell you from having been out with her enough and having to use that,
Yeah.
those handicap spots, depending on where you are, dude, they're like gold.
Yeah.
And you better have a placard. And you better not be parking there without a placard.
So
because they're too few and far between.
Dude, they were not happy about it. So they're explaining this to the Metro Watch guy. And I was kind of chuckling to myself. I was like, oh boy. So I go in and get my food. I come back out. They're still complaining to the Metro Watch guy. And I was like, do I
Well, they're going to complain as long as anyone will listen. I think we all know that about people over 80. Am I right?
It's
so
true.
that guy needs to understand what he's dealing with there, first of all.
So my favorite part is I was inside for whatever it is, to have like 2 minutes to go in, pay for something, and walk back out. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, do I hang around? Because I kind of wanted to see the reaction when whoever went into the Buy Mart and comes out to see this. And I was like, nah, I'm going on my way. But my favorite part was one of the guys with the cane. He says this, direct quote to the security guard, to the Metro Watch guy. He says, now to be fair, the guy was wearing a knee brace and had a limp.
Get off my foot.
But then immediately follows up with, there's no placard.
Well, do they... follows and we're all on the same page. Buy Mart.
Yes,
I'll be damned if anyone's going to pee in that pod. Not up in here. Not here.
I really regret. Had I had more time, I should have hung around to see how that ended, but you know.
Can we talk about Metro Watch?
By the way, the Metro Watch guy.
Is he gunned up?
No, not that I saw. And also this Metro Watch guy.
Is he tased up?
I'm assuming that there's a taser there, but can we also say this to the Metro Watch guy? Tuck in your shirt. Just tuck in. He had on the
Well, now you sound 80 years old.
Well,
what are you going to call him in? Oh, God, your guy over at Buy Mart didn't have his shirt tucked.
Well, he was wearing
whippersnapper.
He was wearing what do they call like the military pants with the big pockets?
Tactical pants?
Cargo pants?
Yeah, but like in the tactical version. Like the kind that Scotty Scheffler ruined.
Like utility pants?
Utility pants.
Oh
yeah. The Scotty Scheffler pants. He had some utility pants on, right? And then he had the boots, and he had the little the work shirt with the badge and the shoulder thing and all that, putting off a real cop vibe. But dude, you got out of your Honda Civic that has Metro Watch on it.
Isn't this guy here Metro?
Yeah, that's same sort of thing.
Yeah. Picture
that guy. And all I'm asking is if you're going with a real authoritarian sort of I'm here to solve solutions, you can't wear a work shirt untucked. I need that tucked in. That was the first thing I noticed when I saw the Metro Watch guy. You gotta tuck. That is a must tuck situation. Otherwise, you don't look like you have any authority there whatsoever.
So if I want private security, is Metro private?
Yeah, all that stuff is
like
private.
You have to hire them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the company hires them.
Yes.
Or maybe the owner of the lot.
The owner of the lot.
That's some pretty high-end stuff.
Well, they got guns. So I'm guessing to hire armed security, it's probably way more expensive.
This says salaries for private security positions vary, but as of late 2025, the average annual salary for a security officer in Portland, Oregon is around $40,000 to $45,000.
Yeah.
$20 to $22 an hour.
And I think that's the idea is that Jim Jeffries does a bit on that, like with school shootings and all that.
Yeah, who am I getting there?
Well, and that's what he says. Like someone shows up with like an AR-15 spraying bullets and you've got Kevin, making, what do you say, $22.50 an hour?
$20 to $22 an hour.
I believe his line is not a wiggle room to be an effing hero. There's a valid.
Those guys are kind of just a deterrent, right? Like for some people, it's just like, hey, there's a security guard.
It's like to stop petty theft and vandalism.
I'm not
and stuff.
messing with this. But if something really goes down,
you can't count on that.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, Metro.
No, you cannot. Well, dude, if I was your security guard, I'd be fine for the petty stuff. But you are right that if bullets start flying, my first instinct, like I wonder this about like the Wells Fargo armored car drivers and stuff. Like I've seen Heat enough times. I'll tell you what, if I'm an armored car driver and like Robert De Niro and Val Kilmer pull up and are like, by the way, we're robbing this, I'd be like, here's the keys.
Go ahead. Walking
And
away.
here's my wallet. Here's my gun. Let me open that up for you. Can I help you put the bags in the car?
Would you like me to put you in touch with some of my colleagues too?
Yeah, because you know what I'm not doing? I'm not taking a bullet for the company paying me $22.50 an hour. And by the way, that money's insured, and I don't get a dime if I prevent you from doing that. So go right ahead. But there's always those people that want to play, Captain America, and they've got their boots tucked into their pants and they're ready to go.
I want.
Dude, I think that way about like antique stores too. You ever go into that store and you're just like, dude, there's no way this place stays open.
Yeah, but you know what though? There's enough. I have a mom that's into antiques, and I got to tell you, that is a scene, and there are enough people that they love that. Like that is their thing. That is their bit.
But so many of them are just these old, terrible tchotchkes that it seems like no one wants. I'm like, it has there's no way that anyone wants 95% of the things.
I don't know if
they're not making money off of
I
it.
don't know if it's still there.
I think it's a labor of love.
But there was an antique store in La Center, Washington when I lived there. And I lived there for 10 years. And by the way, everything in that store, oh my God, it was so freaking expensive. And I never once in all my years of living there saw someone go in or out or buy anything. And yet somehow it was open and everything in there was a gajillion dollars.
Well,
they were illegal panda fighting and like human trafficking in the basement. I'm convinced of it.
Illegal pandas down there, huh?
Yeah.
There is a hutch and a roll top desk. Look, this is exclusive information. Okay, you will get this nowhere else. There is a hutch, and by hutch, I don't even know what a hutch is, but it's like it's a big antique piece of furniture. Okay,
yes,
often like a sideboard. You see it in a dining room where it's kind of like a shelf that you can move around.
Yeah, it almost looks like a buffet, and it's got some nice, beautiful drawers.
Usually a cabinet beneath.
Such. Yes, and a mirror up top.
We know the hutch.
There's a hutch and a roll top desk at a consignment shop in downtown Salina, Kansas, for $6,000 and $3,000 respectively.
Oh my God!
So, dude, that stuff goes for some cha-ching. Yes, they're nice.
Look at the Robs rolling deep.
I told you the Rops are antiquers.
I guess.
And so these are two pieces that we couldn't bring all the way out here because we didn't have room. They're huge and heavy. So they're just sitting in there. So if anybody wants them, make an offer.
Head on down to Salina. I ship that
because
to you.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them.
I don't know.
Or when they don't know what they're going to do with them.
They're going to sit there for
I guess we'll just keep them there. All it takes is one.
All it takes.
That's what the consignment lady tells me.
Right.
All it takes is one.
Someone walk in and be like, yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I kind of want the roll top desk. It's pretty badass, but it's just so big. And, that's like 1,500 miles away, 1,800 miles away.
Yeah, your parents are willing to cut you a deal on it, but not give it to you. Nope.
No, I think he'd give it. It's just, he's like, you take it. I don't.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, apparently there's been quite a battle going on for who will buy the Trailblazers.
Yeah, speaking of kerfuffles, my dream of the Panda Garden may be going away.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting wild, and we've got a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So now we have to take time out of our busy football day to talk about this.
Yep.
We'll do that next on The Fan.
He's back. Damian Lillard is returning to Rip City.
Batum throws to Lillard. A three for the game.
A long road to recovery from injury still looms.
Is Drew Holiday still around? What sort of progress has Klingon made? What happens with Scoot? It's such a weird thing.
But hope is renewed. Keep it on The Fan all off season long for the latest on the Portland Trailblazers.
better than this.
You know, something going on right now before we get to this Blazers lawsuit. Something going on that I think you should be interested in.
What you got?
The Padres are in the bottom of the 7th.
Yes.
They are attempting to pull to within one game of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
In the NL West.
Yeah, the Dodgers ended up crapping the bed last night.
The Padres have the bases loaded with one out against the Brewers. Milwaukee leading 2-1. This is huge because if the Padres win this game, and they are losing right now, but they have the bases loaded, they pull within one of the Dodgers. Now, why that's important for you is if the Mets get the 6th seed, you'd probably prefer to play the Padres over the Dodgers, would you not?
Yes. I don't want to do the Dodgers.
Padres, if they win the division, could jump to the 3 seed and play you guys.
Oh.
And then the Dodgers would drop to the 5.
Honestly,
and they would play the Cubs.
I haven't even thought about that. I'm just white knuckling this whole thing.
Yeah,
right
at this
now.
point, you just got to worry about you.
Dude, the Mets were down 6-1 last night to the Cubs.
Yeah, they said it was the biggest comeback win of the season for the Mets.
Dude, and they found a way to do it. They brought Diaz into the 8th, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. Like, this isn't going to work.
He struck out 5 of 6.
Dude, it was just
good stuff.
That was, and who knows what'll happen. There's 5 games to go. Dude, that was just a monster comeback for the Mets. If they end up in the postseason, you can point to that game as maybe a turning point.
So we woke up this morning and Oregon Live tried to scare us by saying that there's a lawsuit that could, I believe they used the term, did they use the term derail?
Derail, complicate, delay.
Delay.
Well, I saw this last night and I didn't.
The Blazers sale.
I saw it right as we were kind of going off the air. It came across Twitter and I was kind of like, and it was from something called like Law 360. And I was like, what the hell? So I kind of assumed that it was just, I don't know, one of those sports lawsuits. It was just a few bucks here or there. And I was like, whatever. And then when I got home and I was kind of looking at it, I was like, this may actually be bad.
Raj, is it Raj Sports? Is that how I'm to pronounce that? Raj?
I believe so.
These are the owners of the Thorns and the Portland Fire.
Yeah, the brother and sister led group that has come into town and originally bought the Thorns and then brought the Fire here.
So it sounds to me, am I wrong, that they have been battling? They have a group as well that wanted to buy the Blazers.
Yeah. So
they lost out to this Dundon guy.
Yes.
Because ultimately the Allen estate came out and said they had agreed with Tom Dundon. So Raj is pissed, and apparently behind the scenes, there's been this whole battle. And apparently now, today, what we've learned is that Raj Sports has filed a lawsuit to block the sale of a minority stake in the Blazers to the group that includes the founders of the Panda Express chain. The suit alleges a breach of confidentiality and exclusivity agreement regarding the sale of the Blazers. And that, of course, is I don't know their name. What are their names? Cheng?
Yeah. So
Peggy and Andrew Chen?
Yes. So the Bethals are the owners of the Thorns and the Fire.
They're Raj Sports.
They're Raj Sports.
Yeah.
So they're the ones bringing it. Yeah. And then the Panda Garden people.
Andrew and Peggy, I think is it Chen? Chern. I don't know. It's CHERNG. Not sure how to pronounce it.
Yeah, so
they're the founders of Panda Express. They are being sued. Raj Sports is saying that they violated a breach of confidentiality. Yeah.
So basically, and this is all weird because no one will comment on it.
Right.
And
shocking.
So all we know is kind of a little synopsis, a little brief snapshot. So what it sounds like, kind of reading through this, is Raj Sports put together a group to try to buy the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, like Dundon, Raj Sports they don't have this kind of money. The Blazers are selling for $4 billion in liquid cash. It's actually what, 4.2? Is it 4.25? 4.2.
Is that why they didn't accept my offer?
Yeah, I think that probably has something to do with it. So Dundon does not have this kind of money. We talked about this. He does not have FU money. And so obviously they're taking on other partners, and this is the way most of these groups are going now. Very few people are like the Waltons that came in and bought the Broncos, or like the Cronkies of the world. Larry Ellison was a guy that originally some people thought might be interested in this, and you're like, dude, that guy's got $370 billion. He's just writing checks. But Dundon needed to get partners, and Dundon is not the richest guy in the world. So it sounds like the Panda Express people, they're the ones that they're the biggest swing and D financially.
They have the most money. They have more money than Tom.
No, it's not even close.
Dr. Tom.
Dundon's worth like 2 and some change, 2 to 3 billion. It sounds like the Panda people are worth almost 8 billion. So you can kind of put it together that Raj Sports probably went to the Panda people who do have local ties. That's a local group here, and went to them and said, hey, we're putting a group together to try to buy the Blazers. Probably talked to him, signed a confidentiality agreement, and then at some point, according to the Raj Sports people, they probably got with Dundon, somehow liked that deal better, went with Dundon's group, and they're the big financial backing behind this. And now the Raj people are like, you don't get to do that. You signed an exclusive deal with us and a confidentiality agreement, and they're saying if you break that, they're not saying that Dundon can't buy.
Right.
They're saying that the Panda people
can't be a part of it.
Can't be a part of it. And if they can't be a part of it, now you got to wonder, does Dundon have the money to then complete the sale?
Yeah.
And does he then have to go back and resubmit bids, or does the process get opened up again? So this, believe it or not, could end, and they filed it in Delaware. I'm assuming it was in Delaware simply because that's probably friendlier to their lawsuit. People do this all the time. They file lawsuits in states where they have a history of siding with one particular group in these sorts of things. And this could seemingly blow up Dundon's offer, or at least delay the sale of it while this gets drug out in court. Or maybe the Panda people end up writing a check and just, paying off the Raj people and this goes away. We don't know. But it's an interesting development.
It certainly is an interesting development, but is a confidentiality violation, is that really is that a deal breaker violation?
Yeah, it could be. Because
I don't know.
If you're talking about getting a group together to buy a multi-billion-dollar sports franchise, and you sign something that says, hey, you can't talk about what we're willing to bid, you can't talk about the efforts we're putting together, and then someone goes behind your back and joins another group and talks about what you did. I have some friends of mine that kind of exist in this world like private equity, and NDAs and this sort of stuff is huge. Like it's a big deal. So
yeah, apparently Delaware is where their corporation is registered.
Okay.
Are the Thorns people trying to get the whole city to hate them now?
This is the only problem with that, is that if this gets opened up and the Bethals or the Raj people don't end up, you've kind of pissed in everyone's pot here.
Don't end up what? Owning them?
Yeah, because it's that.
Well, we don't want them to own. We want Dundon. I like this Dundon guy.
So yeah,
so far.
This is an interesting strategy.
F these people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, if this gets delayed and this gets drug out in court by a year, or somehow this gets blown up and we have to start it all over again, I'm guessing this does not endear anyone in that group to the fine people of Portland.
Well, and it probably doesn't. Most importantly, doesn't endear them to the Paul Allen estate, does it?
I wouldn't imagine. And then the other one is that if
they have to pick a new buyer.
Well, if Dundon ends up buying the Blazers, he gets the Moda Center to go along with that, and the Portland Fire have to play in Moda Center.
Yeah.
Or should I say the Panda Garden?
Man, what a mess already.
Yeah.
God dang it.
Yeah. More importantly, I want my orange chicken for 100 points, damn it, and I want it to be renamed. Can we all admit that Moda Center is dumb?
Moda Health probably doesn't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here.
It's a sponsorship deal.
You're telling me you don't want to go to the Panda Garden? Let's go. Let's go. Orange chicken for everybody?
I'm kind of out on Panda Express.
It's not Panda Express. It's Panda Garden. Thank you.
And I'm
they rebranded?
No, I just
because of basketball.
I want the building to be the Panda Garden.
I'm out on the Panda and the Chinese food. So how about that?
Nay.
And anything Express is.
So
Wait, you're out on Chinese food?
Red flag. Yeah, I'm not a huge Chinese food guy.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, coming up next.
And by the way, all of this stuff, no one's talking. Everything's quiet. Everyone's deferring to the legal process. And now we just have to wait and see what shakes out.
Chinese food is amazing.
Thank you.
Coming up next, guess who's top 5 in the NFL in QBR?
I got an idea.
And it's not me.
No.
China.
Here is Buck, who likes Chinese food.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Ryan Buckley with this Sports Center update, brought to you by 808 Hawaiian Restaurant. Mixed plates like Grandma used to make if your grandma were from the Big Island. Woodstock, Burnside, Beaverton, or online, ate-oh-ate.com. First on the Fan, the Mariners clinched a playoff berth on Tuesday night, but still have plenty to play for. The M's can clinch the AL West title tonight with a win over the Rockies. They would also clinch the division with an Astros loss to the Athletics. Seattle hosts Colorado at 6:40 tonight. Up at T-Mobile, Luis Castillo on the hill for the M's while Tanner Gordon gets the ball for the Rockies. The Astros get started against the A's in Sacramento at 7:05. In the NFL, the Titans have traded rookie defensive back Jarvis Brownlee to the New York Jets for a 6th-round pick. Tennessee used a 7th-round pick to acquire Brownlee in the 2025 draft. Head coach Brian Callahan said the move is not an indication of an early fire sale. And the Seahawks, meanwhile, in action tomorrow night on Thursday Night Football to kick off Week 4 in the NFL. Some injury news of note. Defensive back Devin Witherspoon and Julian Love have no injury designation for this game as they did last week. They are expected to play. Meanwhile, Zach Charbonnet is questionable with his foot injury. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. Ryan Buckley at the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work. Insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of Primetime with Isaac and Sue. Weekdays 3 to 7. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your
Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Hey, real quick, they have a close-up. Have you seen the close-up of David Fry's hit by pitch yesterday?
No, I have not seen it, but I guess he has multiple facial fractures.
So there's a close-up of Tarek Skubal's fastball hitting him square in the face.
So I just look up like.
Yeah, you'll see it. I mean, it's
not yet.
It's an unbelievable shot,
Yeah.
still shot. And you can see that the ball, because when it's in real time, you can't really tell where it hits him, but you can just see it hits him square in the face.
Yeah.
The ball hits him in the mouth. It's his lip that's like flaying, not his. It misses his nose. It hits his lip. Which is worse, being hit? Like, would you rather have that fastball hit you right in the schnoz or right in the mouth?
As somebody who's had teeth knocked out both by a baseball and just from the ground, I don't want any more teeth knocked out. I will take it right to the nose.
Yeah. That's probably right.
I've never had teeth knocked out, but I'm the opposite. I've broken my nose.
Would you rather have it hit your mouth then?
Boy, see, I've had my nose broken like in fights or like grappling with people too. I think my broken nose is different than having a 100-mile-an-hour fastball in the nose.
Yeah, because that's like like a shattered
It might
nose?
shatter your
different
nose.
degrees?
Yeah, when I've had my nose reset, I mean, it kind of sucks for a moment, but they just stick a rod up there and then crank it back. I'm guessing if you get hit in the nose and it shatters your and then you're risking like an orbital break, I honestly think I might rather
Take your mouth?
It's tough because the dental work's expensive, but then again, so is facial reconstruction.
God, man, I think I might just take the mouth under because the lower it gets, I think that avoids my cheeks and eyes. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's all kinds of bad. I want nothing to this day. And this is why I was never a good baseball player. I got hit in the face when I was like 8 years old, little league, and it wasn't bad. I am scared of baseballs. I do not handle it well. And I don't know. It freaks me out. There's just something about balls getting like that.
What?
Like I have a hard time watching that. The
jiggling?
replays of it. It just terrifies me. And I hear from everyone that plays baseball, they're like, it's not that bad. And I'm like, eh.
So he was hospitalized last night, and we haven't heard,
I guess Scooble went and visited him.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah.
They just said he's out indefinitely and he has multiple facial fractures.
Well, season's over. Well,
Yes.
actually, their season isn't over.
Well, he's not coming back for the playoffs. If you have multiple facial fractures, you can't risk getting hit in the face again.
All right. Guess who is top 5 in QBR in the NFL, and we are in week 4.
Sam Darnold.
Nope.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Indiana Jones.
effing Jones.
Daniel Jones. That's right, boys. I was just looking at the top 5 in QBR. Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, and Josh Allen. And third on that list, Daniel Jones.
They punted last week for the first time, and I believe,
Yeah, they actually have a punter.
if I'm remembering correctly, I want to say it was either 22 or 23. It was their 22nd or 23rd possession of the year where they punted for the first time, and that is an NFL record.
Juggernaut offense.
No one has ever gone longer without punting
And-
than those Colts.
Didn't they play Denver?
Yes,
They did.
Denver's got a good defense.
One of the best in the
Yes.
league.
Now, they
supposedly.
also played Tennessee,
true.
and they also played Miami.
Yes. Well, look,
And this week they play the Rams, so we'll see. But,
there will be a regression here,
of course.
but
Is Daniel Jones good?
He might be.
Is he good? Is this an indictment on the entire Giants organization?
yes, absolutely. Just like Sam Darnold was an indictment on the entire Jets organization.
Because remember, Jones did go to the Vikings for a short period,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to keep him.
Yeah, they ended up
And they're a
moving.
good offense. I mean, that coach is good. Good
O'Connell
offense.
is one of the best. And I really liked Steichen before the whole Anthony Richardson thing kind of blew up in his face.
And you know what else? This is the work of the OC, everyone's favorite Jim Bob Cooter.
Is he the OC in Indy?
He is.
Well, and like I was looking at some of the advanced statistics, and they have a really good scheme for Daniel Jones too. They're playing him under center. They're running the ball really well. There's a good old line behind it. There's a good scheme. It could be one of those things where their offense is it's very, very run, play action, under center. In fact, I think the only team under center more is the Rams and Matthew Stafford. And we've seen this a little bit over the years where the Saints did this they did it last year, Remember the same sort of thing where they only ran maybe 3 guys out in routes, a lot of 2 tight end stuff, kind of protected the quarterback, play action, all that stuff. Traditionally, that has not aged super well as you get into the season and you play against better defenses. You need to be able to mix that up. And so we'll see if there's an evolution here with the Colts. They play really good defense. They run the ball well. He's not turning the ball over, which has been a horrific problem for him. And he just looks really good right now. So I expect some regression, but we saw this last year with like Minnesota. If you get a good complement of players around a guy and he doesn't turn it over and there's a good scheme, is Daniel Jones the reason why the Colts are 3-0? I don't think he's the sole reason behind it, but we've seen this before where you can put a good system in place there. And I think it's awesome for a guy that was absolutely thrown to the wolves in New York to see him doing this.
You know what I was looking at his stats today, and Football Reference has the Hall of Fame monitor.
Yeah.
And of course, no one's calling Daniel Jones a Hall of Famer.
No.
But the Hall of Fame monitor is where they rank quarterbacks. And so it's an analytic, and you can see how they compare to Hall of Famers, but also how they compare to other contemporaries, right? So it spits out a number. I don't know what all goes into it, but do you know who they have as a current NFL quarterback that is the closest equivalent career arc and stats to Daniel Jones?
What do you got?
Current QB1 in the NFL. You want to take any guesses?
I have no idea.
I'm going to guess Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, stop it.
You idiot.
Why?
True story.
No, it's not Patrick Mahomes.
What I couldn't even fathom a guess.
Well, you probably think it's bad, right?
Yeah.
I was going for the superstar trajectory, so.
It's Trevor Lawrence.
Look, that's not good.
No, it's not.
No, but think of how we talk about Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and I don't talk about him that way. Trevor Lawrence has his own set of problems.
But Trevor Lawrence has a completely different reputation than Daniel Jones.
Yes.
And yet, here we are. They're kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that's jarring.
It's
that
unbelievable.
People think generally really positively about Lawrence,
Exactly.
or at least average, and they think negatively about Jones.
And Daniel Jones.
That's what the Giants can do to you.
Daniel Jones won a playoff game with the Giants. But again, it just goes to show you, bad scheme, bad players around you, and the turnovers. Daniel Jones was a turnover just machine. But he's not turning the ball over. He's making good decisions, and he's got a better cast around him, and he's being put in a better spot to succeed.
It's interesting when you turn it over like that.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston had this too.
It's a killer. You can't play.
Of course, but it oftentimes gets blamed solely on the player.
Yes.
You just become that player who we can't trust you because you turn it over.
Yeah.
I think what we're seeing, or maybe we should think a little bit more about, is that when a player turns it over so much, is it just the player?
Yeah.
Or is it how much culpability do the coaches and the system have?
Sure. Well, Kurt Warner, who I love following, Kurt Warner talks about this all the time, that instead of just when we look at a box score or we see a result of something, we instantly make sweeping things. And he goes, dude, even Kurt says, I think he does the best job of analyzing quarterback play of anyone in the game right now, anyone in the media. And he says, even when he looks at stuff, he has a hard time because he's not in the huddle. He doesn't know what all the schemes are, right? And that's an educated man. And he goes, dude, there's times I'm watching, he goes, I don't know who to blame this interception on. Do I blame it on the quarterback? Do I blame it on the play caller? Do I blame it on the receiver running the route? So there is way more to it, to your point, than just, hey, he ended up with 12 interceptions, screw you, you suck. But when it happens year after year, inevitably we do put it on a guy. But yeah, this may end up being not a Daniel Jones problem. It may end up being a Dable problem.
How much money is he going to make? Jones right now is on a 1-year deal.
Yep.
For $14 million.
Yeah.
He's making himself a lot of dough.
The only thing I'll say about that is Sam Darnold had this same sort of thing, and Sam Darnold did not. I mean, he got a nice deal with the Seahawks, but it was Geno Smith money. So.
Well, but that's what I think. That's what we're talking about. In that range, maybe a little bit, depending on how they do this year.
Yeah, maybe
a little bit more than that.
Sam Darnold won 14 games last year.
I know, but
and they still moved on from him.
But it ended very poorly.
Yes,
and I mean very poorly.
Yes,
Detroit hammered him, totally exposed him.
And
then who beat him in the playoffs? They were one and done in the playoffs.
Yeah, they were one and done. I think the Rams got him.
Was it the Rams?
I think it was the Rams. Rams are Commanders. The other one, too, is, do you know right now the Colts are being blitzed by almost 10% higher than any other team in the NFL. Teams are like, dude, we're just going to throw crap at Daniel Jones, and it's not
working.
It's not working.
Yeah, it was the Rams.
The Rams. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's a Daniel Jones segment for you guys out here on a Wednesday.
You didn't even know.
Any other show doing that on a Wednesday, huh? Hey, coming up next. Okay, I have to pivot because we're short on time for this hour.
Pivot.
I have a fun college football stat, but at the top of the hour, this is how long we've been on the air.
Ooh.
In honor of our anniversary.
Long time, which I'm still not invited to.
Which is
dinner,
tomorrow.
which still hurts my feelings.
But we are not going to be on the air tomorrow.
No, so we're doing it today.
So, yeah, we'll talk about
Celebrate.
that at 4 o'clock on The Fan.
Ducks Game Day hits the road.
That's a touchdown, Oregon!
Every road game, Andy Johnson and Anthony Newman will broadcast live from Grand Central Bowl Arcade and Sports Bar 4 hours before kickoff. Enjoy great food, craft beer, cocktails, and giveaways during the game. The official Oregon alum.
You ever listen to Goose?
I do not listen to Goose.
Have you heard of Goose?
Goose.
Goose is kind of a hot band right
I
now.
don't know Goose.
I think Goose is hot.
Yeah, kind of a trendy jam band.
Their jam,
When
yeah.
I think of Goose, I just think of Top Gun.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Talk to me, Goose.
Yeah, talk to me. Or Rooster now,
I got a fun college football stat for you.
Talk to me.
I'm going to talk to you.
Talk to me, Goose or Rob.
The Buck forwarded this on to me, so let's give Buck credit here for something finally.
For all these years.
The top 7 transfer portal classes in college football.
Okay. I know Texas Tech, I think, is 1.
They're number 2.
Oh, they're 2?
Well, yeah, I don't know if I had put these down in order.
Is this like recruiting? Is this like recruiting rankings or?
This is the top 7 transfer portal classes.
Okay.
For this year.
That are playing right now.
Correct. They are 27-0 this season.
Oh.
Thank you.
That is a fun little nugget.
Is that a fun stat?
Yeah.
The classes are LSU.
I'm guessing Florida State's in there.
Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Miami. Ole Miss. Oregon. Florida State. Missouri.
Well, I'll be damned.
How about that?
So it turns out that transfer portal, hey, Dabo, take a look. It pays. Well,
it's early, but
yeah, it's early, and I don't know as much about like Ole Miss's roster. I know LSU rebuilt their defense through that. I know Texas Tech spent more than anyone on their transfer portal and completely revamped both of their lines.
Well, it showed last week.
Yeah, dude, they punched Utah right in the face. I'll tell you what, without the transfer portal, Oregon would be in some trouble because
you're right.
Their offensive line
well
would not be what it is without the transfer portal. I mean,
the whole left side is new.
Yes. Well, and the best lineman they've had has not been Isaiah World. He's been fine. Harkey on the other side, the kid from Texas State, he's been their best lineman.
I mean, I think you could look at all these classes or all these teams and say that it was really important for them to snatch a good class this year. You mentioned Oregon.
Yeah.
Florida State. I mean, God.
They completely revamped their roster.
They
won 2 games last year.
Yeah, they won twice. They went undefeated to 2 wins. They had to do the LSU is back because of transfers. Texas Tech has risen because of transfers. And Miami is really good. Have you watched Reuben Bain Jr.?
I have.
That guy's good, man.
Well, they're saying that he could be potential number 1 overall pick type good.
Yes, well, he looks it.
Yes.
Dude, they're Miami. Say what you will about Mario Cristobal. They are a complete team.
Yeah.
They have it all.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know that the transfer portal can overhaul your team. Then this is what I think we were talking about this maybe like a week ago. What we haven't seen yet is the
transfer championship.
The transfer championship, and we haven't seen and it's been only a couple years. I don't think it's conducive to be transfer heavy every single year, right?
Depending on who's out there.
Depending on who's out there. Like it has to be, if you aren't recruiting and building depth within, you're not going to be consistent year after year after year.
It also seems like position groups may be kind of dependent year to year. Like we went 2 years ago, I think we had a great quarterback class. This last year, there weren't that many quarterbacks. So you can't expect to get your key pieces every time from there. But if you can hit your home runs when they're there.
I think the elite schools, like what Florida State this year was really impressive, right? They had to completely revamp their team. We have not seen teams be able to do this. We've seen teams rise up for 1 year. Michigan State did this. Colorado did this. We see Florida State this year. But if you're having to rely on 30 new kids every single year, I still believe that is not going to be successful. Like you look at whether it's Oregon or Penn State or Alabama or anyone that hits the portal. We'll take Oregon just because it's in our backyard here. That yes, you rebuilt your offensive line. You came into this and were like, crap, we have giant holes. No, we don't. Filled all 3. But when you look at the overall depth, if this team's going to go somewhere, it's going to be because of the meat and bones of the team. It's still homegrown, right? And I still think that is the recipe: is homegrown depth, homegrown consistency, and then fill in the holes. Like if you're an elite program, you should not have to go into a year thinking to yourself that you have when you need a quarterback. Like, well, we'll go find one. We have a championship team. We don't need to start a true freshman at left tackle. When you have the money and you have the resources, you can go out and find a left tackle.
Does it say something that Oregon only had, I mean, they had one of the best transfer classes because they had some high-end talent in it,
Yeah.
but there were only 11 transfers in.
Yes.
I mean, that is different than Miami, who got 25
Yes.
transfers in.
Yes.
Texas Tech, 22.
So
Oregon was a little more choosy, a little more higher end, fewer holes to fill. So that's a little different than completely revamping your roster.
And that's why I believe that programs like that, the Oregon thing, is ultimately going to be the one that is more successful. It's more sustainable, and you end up being deeper as opposed to quick fix patches over large portions of your team. The patch works at certain positions.
Next on the Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Ryan Buckley with this Sports Center update. First on the Fan. In baseball, the Mariners clinched a playoff berth Tuesday night, but they still have plenty to play for. The M's can clinch the AL West title this evening with a win over the Rockies. They would also clinch it with an Astros loss to the Athletics. Seattle hosts the Colorado Rockies at 6:40 tonight. Luis Castillo's on the hill for the M's, while Tanner Gordon gets the ball for Colorado. The Astros, meanwhile, get started against the A's in Sacramento. That one first pitch 7:05. In the NFL, the Titans have traded rookie defensive back Jarvis Brownlee to the Jets for a 6th-round pick. Tennessee used a 7th-round pick to acquire Brownlee in the 2025 draft. Head coach Brian Callahan said the move is not an indication of an early fire sale. The Seahawks, meanwhile, are in action tomorrow night on Thursday Night Football. Running back Zach Charbonnet is still questionable with that foot injury as they kick off Week 4. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. Ryan Buckley at the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work. Insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher and Rashad Taylor. Saturday mornings at 9 on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Okay, everyone, shut up and look at me.
Primetime with Isaac and Suk.
The less I know about other people's affairs, the happier I am. I'm not interested in caring about people.
Isaac Rock.
I once worked with a guy for 3 years and never learned his name. Best friend I ever had. We still never talk sometimes.
Jason Sukanik.
I also think it's pointless for a human to paint scenes of nature when they can just go outside and stand in it.
Primetime on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 and 1080.
Please do not misinterpret the fact that I am talking right now as genuine interest. End of speech.
The Fan.
All right, welcome back. Hour 2 of our radio program here on a Wednesday. A reminder that we will not be here tomorrow as the Seahawks game will be on. But we will be back Friday, and we will have Oregon coach Dan Lanning, seeing as how it is Penn State week. We didn't want to miss him. So he'll be at 4 o'clock on Friday. A little programming note of notable notation.
We love
you.
it.
I don't mind talking to y'all.
Yeah, he doesn't mind talking to us all, and we want to talk to him for Penn State week.
We don't need any extra motivation to come in and want to whoop your ass.
Did they reveal what they're wearing?
Haven't
yet?
seen it yet.
Haven't seen it yet. It might come out while we're on the air today.
Yeah, they usually release it some point during Wednesday during the day. So I'm still saying there's going to be some sort of glow-in-the-dark mummy uniform. I think the cleats were just a teaser, and they are going to lean into the whiteout. I just feel it in my bones, and it's going to be pretty cool.
Well, tomorrow, seeing as how we're not going to be on the air, we'll just do this right now.
Yeah.
I got down a rabbit hole today. Tomorrow is our anniversary.
Yes, it is.
You sexy beast.
Mm-hmm.
You look better than ever.
Thank you.
And we're still deeply, madly in love.
For all these years.
After all these years.
Saying we've been married longer than you and Nurse Nice, and yet
Indeed.
no invite to the dinner. Much like I was not invited to the wedding, just saying.
So September 25th, 2005.
How about that?
We signed on the dotted line to do this radio program.
20 stupid years.
Isn't that weird? 20 years.
20 years.
20. Tomorrow marks our 20th anniversary. So in honor of that, I put together a little list of things that might blow your mind.
Okay.
20 years ago, Blazers great Scoot Henderson was 1 year old.
So we weren't quite as old as Scoot, but we're close.
To that lake.
So our first shows,
Yeah.
Scoot
He was not at that lake.
was 1.
God, that does make me feel old. Well, I will say that every athlete that we cover now being significantly younger than us, that does feel weird because when we started, we were kind of the same age as a lot of those athletes. And the fact that we are now older than Aaron Rodgers and the Tom Brady's, that does make me feel ancient.
Well, even the super youngs, like the clip of Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one in particular, but that one in particular, the Michelob Ultra or whatever.
Yeah.
That one.
Michelob Ultra joints.
Right there.
Oh, those Michelob Ultras.
That's when I go, okay, yeah, he's like 25 years younger than I am.
Yes.
And maybe even more than that.
I have kids that are older than most of them.
20 years ago, Hurricane Rita had just ravaged Texas and Louisiana the day before. I don't know if that does anything for you. That feels like a long-ass time ago.
I don't remember that one quite as much.
Richard Pryor would only live a few more months
Oh, really?
when you and I signed on the dotted line.
We were on the air when
Richard Pryor technically could have heard our show.
I'll be damned.
Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey's marriage would only last a few more days, Jason.
I do remember that.
But
I remember watching that show.
we were on the air when they were married. The #1 song at that time was Gold Digger by Kanye West and Jamie Foxx.
Hey, great tune, and this was before Kanye West became a Nazi.
Do you have that, Buck? We probably should have planned this, but
Yeah, I can probably find that. Let's see.
We have the radio version of it.
Donovan McNabb. This one, okay, so since we're sports guys, this one is really what should make you feel the oldest.
Okay.
Donovan McNabb had just appeared in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, that was the
When you and I
that was
did
the vomit Super Bowl, huh? And T.O., my quarterback.
Okay, this is Gold Digger.
That's Gold Digger. It's
A little
great
background
song.
music for your facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Back when Kanye was great. And Jamie Foxx is just so damn talented.
Yeah.
The Chicago White Sox were about to sweep the Astros in the World Series.
That makes me
right.
feel 1,000 years old.
Joe Creedy, Aaron Rowand.
Yeah. Joe Creedy.
Ozzie
Jermaine Dye.
Ozzie Guillen, right, the manager of that squad?
I think so.
Ugh.
YouTube and Reddit had just launched.
Freaking YouTube.
How do you feel about that?
Oh my
We've been on longer than YouTube has been alive. And apparently we're on YouTube now.
Yeah, that does. That one, of all the things, that one may
Although that's malfunctioning today, according to many.
make me feel older than all the rest.
The Oscar for Best Picture, when we signed on the dotted line for this radio program, $1 Million Baby.
Really?
Hillary Swank? Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
See, that doesn't feel like that long ago to me.
$1 Million Baby feels like a long ass time ago to me.
Have you seen Clint Eastwood? That feels like a long time ago.
I have not seen Clint Eastwood.
You don't want to see
Oh,
Clint
it's rough.
Eastwood. It's rough.
American Idol was dominating the television ratings back when you and I
So that was
started.
So that was early on in the American Idol days. That would have been I remember Kelly and Justin, right? Kelly Clarkson and that other.
Kelly Clarkson was the first winner, and then I think Ruben Studdard was after that.
Like,
but then
there was-
Justin
Rest in
Guarini
peace.
was in there, yeah.
Yeah, I
Didn't
just
Ruben
Aiken.
Studdard die?
Yeah, I think he's
I
dead.
think so.
I just remember there was that Justin, like I took my kid to see, I think it was from Justin to Kelly. There was some dude that like was with Kelly Clarkson and like they tried to make him a thing and then I think he just went away.
Yeah, I think that was Justin Guarini.
Yeah, that guy.
The frizzy hair dude?
Yeah.
Aren't we all still bitching about the cost of eggs?
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing?
I think that's still a thing.
Do you know what eggs cost when you and I started this show?
$1.99.
$2.50 a dozen. Tasty. And the words Debbie Downer, glamping, and truther
Didn't exist.
appeared in print
Okay.
for the first time.
Debbie Downer, I think, was an SNL sketch. I think that's where that came
Yeah.
That's
from. It was
right.
Rachel Dratch, the wah wah.
Yep.
That was
And that-
just entered the lexicon.
Is how long we have been on the air. You old bastard!
God.
Which one of those made you feel the oldest? You said the White Sox one?
The YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube and
we're
Reddit.
that we're older than YouTube and Reddit. That one makes me
Well,
feel.
no, we're definitely older than YouTube and Reddit.
Yeah.
Our show is older than YouTube
Yes,
and Reddit.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the one.
I don't know. There's something about that Donovan McNabb one. Like that feels like I was a kid. I wasn't. I was in my 20s.
Just old.
God.
The fact that we are still doing this, and this is, I think you've heard this too. They always say like when I first got hired here, I thought I was going to do this. I was applying at grad schools.
Yeah.
I thought I would do this for a year
Yeah,
or two.
I didn't know how long it would last.
Yeah.
Especially being paired with you.
Well, I was paired with you originally with the great Iron Furnace.
Yeah.
So
The volatile Iron Furnace.
boy, he was a
Volatile man.
He was a fiery man. So I just was applying at grad schools. So I just figured I would do this for a year or two, and then I would go on and get a real career. And people used to tell me, "You haven't even been in this business. You've been fired." And here we are all these years later. And the amount of times that people told us that we were cutting our own throat with the way we did things, or we had to do it this way, or you got to take calls, you have to talk about this. Our demise has been foretold by so many people, and it's just it's comical that here we are all these years later and not fired.
I think they forgot about us.
We're just sitting in the basement somewhere.
Waiting for someone to fix a glitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a responsibility to your audience to be more responsible.
Yeah.
Apparently YouTube is glitching.
Yeah.
But we're still having fun doing it.
Yes. And I would like to take a moment, because
20
it
years
is our
later.
anniversary, and simply say, I love you.
Oh, I love you
I
too, buddy.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else.
Ooh.
It's been
20 wonderful years.
I have a list of 4, but you're 5th. I'm just kidding.
And
Oh, man.
people ask all the time, do you guys fight? And I just tell them all the time, I'm like, no, we don't. I think we've had one on-air fight, and I've talked about it, and it was because I was a high-tea douche when I was like 24.
I think that's right.
And I immediately apologized and was like, I will never do that again. I have the utmost respect for you, and I am tickled to death that we have built this. And Buck, you're a part of this, and Dusty, and Bernie, and Swag.
Bernie.
And, everyone that's
Mike
Lynch, everyone that's been a part of this. And the thing that I'm honestly the proudest about is we have done this our way for 20 years. Despite so many people telling us that what we were doing was dumb or it wasn't going to work, that we did it our way and we've had fun doing it the entire time and we're still doing it. And I am so proud of that. And I'm honored to have done it with you, man. I love you.
I love you too, buddy, Guy, Jim. It's great doing a show with you. I got to say that. I'll keep it short. I'll just say this, since you're getting all sentimental on me.
Yeah.
I would not be here right now if my partner were not you.
I appreciate that.
And I mean that. So
thank you.
Here we are. Let's see if we can last 2 more days. Well, actually, 4 more days.
Yeah.
Wait, 1, 2.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Some of the
4 more
Kansas
shows.
math.
We'll see. We'll see after that. But all right. So coming up next. Oh, and by the way, follow up.
Yeah.
Ruben Studdard.
Yeah.
Very much alive.
Well, who died? One of those guys died. One of the American Idol guys died.
Ruben is only 47, and he looks great. He's lost a bunch of weight. And...
God bless America. We killed another one.
Yeah, you did.
By the way, the first person that I believe we ever killed was Jim J. Bullock.
That is correct.
There are 6 contestants that have died.
All right, give me...
Ooh, wait. Do you have a list?
I do.
Someone prominent died.
Okay, their names are Doug Kiker, Mandisa, Willie Spence, Leah LaBelle, Ricky Smith, and Nikki McKibben.
Oh, no.
Okay, I don't
Never
know
mind.
any of those people.
I lied. Totally wrong.
Was there a winner that died?
No, none of those people.
I don't think any of them won.
I thought Ruben was dead.
Willie Spence was a runner-up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the list right there. Yeah, I don't recognize any of them.
Thought someone was dead. I was a lie. I was a lie. That's what we do.
Sorry to lie to you guys. College football love affair, LSU Ole Miss edition, next on The Fan.
Rocco! Oh, my Rocco! Oh!
Dirt and spray. Dirt and
going out over the YouTube that I've not been able to solve yet.
Only on YouTube.
Christmas,
No, I think we sound normal
Christmas
elsewhere.
time is here.
I think we sound normal elsewhere.
Time for joy. I'm a big Billy Joel guy, and
It makes me sad.
his first album was Cold Spring Harbor, and they screwed up. They sped
That doc.
Yeah.
The documentary that.
And he to this day can't stand it. They've remastered, but if you go back and listen to the beginning, he does kind of sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks because it was recorded at the wrong speed.
He's right. Why the hell did they do that?
I don't know. You would think, I mean, that's how lazy people were like back then, because that would have been like, what, 79-ish, 78? But
he wasn't Was he a huge star yet?
No, that was his very first album. But the idea that a professional music producer was like, well,
I don't know, let's just speed it up.
And when he was like, dude, this sounds terrible, they're like, well, we're not going to change it now. Like, screw you. There you go. I love the chick. What? Isn't Dave the dad? That crusty bastard?
What was it with single men having all these pets, like John and Garfield too? Like
the man in the yellow hat? Look, I think there's some sort of weird thing going on. And then the Chipettes showed up.
Can I just say this song slaps?
It's a banger.
Sucker. This was their show, right?
Yeah, theme song.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore! Yeah, you gotta bring it up on that part. It's great.
Hell yeah,
Banger.
dude!
You're welcome.
Let's go!
You're welcome.
If Oregon isn't ready for Penn State now...
Maybe we'll talk to Dan Lanning. Have you thought about making the Chipmunks one of the weekly themes?
Oh, I love this for them.
Yeah.
Well,
we have chipmunk unis. You know, they did the duck uniform that one time.
I actually shared a much different inspirational idea with Isaac last night.
Yeah. Buck's really into trying to help Dan Lanning inspire the team.
Yeah.
As if Dan Lanning needs help
He doesn't need my help.
But yeah, Buck's got good ideas. He's going with the what's it called? The
Donner Party.
The Donner Party.
Yeah.
As this
What?
They're the family that
Yeah, I know the Donner Party. Yeah, they ate each other.
they ate each other, yeah.
Why would that be for Penn State?
When the storm overwhelms you, gentlemen, you do what you have to do. We band together and we fight. And when we can't fight anymore, we use our brothers to lift us up and survive. We will weather the storm. It will require tremendous sacrifice, but men, we will weather that storm. And we'll come out alive on the other side. You know what the Donner Party didn't have? Preparation. Guess what? That ain't us. You're built for this storm. You want this storm. This storm doesn't stand a chance against the men in this room.
Oh my God.
And you may have to eat someone.
Yeah, you got to get over the whole thing.
No, they're prepared. They won't have to.
No,
Donner Party wasn't prepared. That's the difference.
You don't want to eat the man next to you. Be prepared. A little weird. But
Yeah.
All right.
We lace up our mummy cleats, we whoop some ass, and snack on our injured teammates.
My guess is they're going to do the We're the Whiteout. The We're the Storm. That's my...
I see that, yeah.
Because I heard... I think it was Sadiq that said Lanning told us that the only reason there's a whiteout is because we're coming, and I'll bet you that he's got some sort of thing of they think they're the storm, we're the storm coming, we're the whiteout, which is why I believe they're going with the all whites.
We getting a little
carried
away with this stuff here. Like, how about be prepared for the game, okay?
Quit being a killjoy.
Okay, boy.
Embrace the... Whoa. I don't think you can do that. Embrace the mummy cleats.
Okay, girl.
Right. There you go. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? What's up with you, girl?
Did you see Ole Miss LSU? So they play this. They play this weekend.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss has a player who is dating Lane Kiffin's daughter.
And Lane Kiffin's daughter went public with it
this week. What's going on?
And then Kiffin responded. So she put it out like on Instagram, and Kiffin responded to it. Take the over. Their boyfriend's the middle linebacker.
Yeah, his name's Whit Weeks.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
I was wondering what he meant by that.
Yeah,
Take the over.
Take the over. Basically, like he's distracted. They're going to put up points.
So Lane Kiffin's daughter's name is Landry.
Yeah.
And she took to the Grand. She waited.
I know.
For LSU week LSU week to announce it.
Yeah. I mean,
good move.
It's a little weird, but
is it or is it sharp?
I don't know. I just think that's a little strange. But
I just heard that I saw someone speculate that one of the two, either Whit Weeks or Lane Kiffin, is playing diabolical mind games here, and they're just trying to get in the other one's head this week.
We can't officially, in case you were wondering, Lane Kiffin's daughter, she's a hot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of that landman feel.
I say, of course. Have you ever seen his wife?
Yeah. Also,
hot.
they're divorced though, I think.
On again. They were off and now back on.
Oh.
Isn't Sark also divorced?
Yeah, Sark's divorced.
He had a weird black and white Instagram post about it.
Right.
Yeah. The whole, we're taking our time.
But we're still friends.
Sark's busy working through co-eds at Texas right now.
Am I, okay, so we
Allegedly.
all attended major universities. We all attended, well, you didn't attend a Power 4 university, but you kind of did. I mean, BYU is.
We are in the Power 4.
Well, you are now.
There we are.
But you weren't then.
No. One of us attended the Lord's University.
I went to Kansas and Buckley went to Oregon.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I feel like this happens way more in the South. Maybe it's just because in the South they're closer proximity, these schools.
Sure.
Do you remember so many people dating cross schools?
No.
Because that was not a thing.
I think social media has a lot to do with it.
I knew a couple people who had like a girlfriend at OSU or something like that, and that wasn't crazy from Eugene, but beyond that, no. I mean, how close are Baton Rouge and Oxford? Are they? That seems like a stretch.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I just think social media is changing everything. My girlfriend in high school, she was an All-American basketball player, so she went to Oregon. So we tried dating for like 6 months when I went to BYU in Oregon. I had to go get a calling card to call her.
Yeah, it's a 5-hour drive from Oxford to Baton
I think it's a little easier nowadays to stay in contact over distance. So yes, I do think long distance is
but she goes to Ole Miss.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a student there.
How is she with LSU linebacker?
You got online classes, and she's Lane Kiffin's daughter. She has money. You mentioned 5 hours. I'll bet you there's a train or there's a quick little flight that
There's
you
probably
can.
a little puddle jumper.
Little puddle jumper you can hop on there.
Whatever happened to the days of Paul Skeens and his little
Livy Dunn.
And Livy Dunn.
She's still bopping around Pittsburgh, following him apparently.
Yeah.
See how long that lasts.
Well, they both went to LSU. That's why they're together.
Yeah. Someone said at Snapchat, my 2 teenage boys don't date any girls from their high school. I remember in high school.
Really?
No, it's all expanded now. Like when I was in high school, you only dated girls from your own high school. There was like that one cool kid that dated a girl from like 2 schools over, and he was the rebel. Now it's just everyone's.
Or your buddy was a liar, didn't actually have a girlfriend.
That's
that
true.
happened too.
In the Niagara Falls area. Yeah, now it's way different. So much easier now. That and I think people don't mind long distance relationships.
Yeah, I guess not.
No,
they mustn't.
Yeah. Plus, it gives him a chance to go do whatever he's going to do,
that.
and she's going to do what she does, and
Yeah, I don't like that.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't like the distance thing, but
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I had a buddy of mine that did that.
I don't want that.
He was dating a girl from another country for like 2 years.
Yeah.
He'd see her like every 6 or 8 weeks. He'd be like, "Oh, it's great." I'm like, "Oh, let's to each their own."
Now, for someone like Lane Kiffin, I mean, obviously he's coaching to win this game, and LSU is a tough enough opponent as it is. But if he has an opportunity to target this kid and make him look specifically bad, is Lane petty enough to make that happen?
I promise you that Lane doesn't give 2 living S's about this kid. None.
What if he puts a bounty on his head?
He said the left tackle, sweep the leg.
What if he hires Greg Williams just for this game?
It'd be phenomenal.
Greg Williams was the DC for the USFL champion.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where he is. I was going to ask where he is now.
That's right.
He was the head of the Snake Saints guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was just known for that.
Bounty
He
gate.
was a red ass of galactic proportions. I just think if you're Lane Kiffin and that's your daughter who is an absolute smoke show, that's got to be weird having to run around the same campus that you're at.
Hey, Greg Williams, defensive coordinator for Tennessee State University.
Oh, okay. So we got a
joining
gig.
Boy,
head coach Reggie Barlow.
You want to talk about how the mighty have fallen?
Yeah.
Dude, what school is it?
He's old. Tennessee State.
Tennessee State.
Yeah. Why is he not in the NFL anymore? Is he one of those game passed him by sort of fellas?
Probably, and just it's hard to recover from that stuff.
Oh, he never worked after that in the NFL. After Bounty Gate.
I don't know if he worked again there.
Oh wow.
I thought he came back with like a hair dye job or something like that.
Oh yeah, he came. Oh dude, he had all kinds of jobs.
Did he have a bunch
after
of
that.
jobs?
Yeah,
So
I think he came back with the Rams.
Rams, Titans, Rams,
as the
Browns,
defensive
Jets.
coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, after the Saints, that ended in 2011, and the Bounty Gate stuff came out. He was the Rams DC the next season, fired, and then senior assistant for the Titans, and then DC gigs with the Rams, Browns,
Jets.
He was the head coach of the Browns, interim.
Dude,
Right.
And he was never any place longer than like 2 years.
Yeah.
No. He was one of those a-holes that wore out his welcome.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go. Rest in peace, LSU football, after Lane and Landry get done with them.
Go Tigers!
This weekend. By the way, Ed Orgeron. Have you seen all the Ed Orgeron clips that are floating out there from the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, dude, that guy's he's the USA's like top cheerleader.
Life of a party, man.
Oh my god! And he's bloated and red and plastic.
Eating that gumbo.
He's on,
Dude.
He's on a lot of.
He looks like he's about ready to pop.
Yeah, well, he's on all the anti-aging stuff, man. He's on some tests. He's on some peptides, some HGH. He's got all that stuff running through the veins.
All right, in the news is coming up next. You will never drive on Charlie Kirk Way in Longview.
Huh?
What? Here's Buck.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Ryan Buckley with this Sports Center update. First on the Fan, the Mariners clinched a playoff berth on Tuesday night, but still have more to play for. They can clinch the AL West title tonight with a win over the Rockies. They would also clinch the division with an Astros loss to the Athletics. Seattle will host Colorado at 6:40 tonight up at T-Mobile. Luis Castillo on the hill for the M's. Tanner Gordon gets the ball for the Rockies. The Astros will get started against the A's in Sacramento with the first pitch of 7:05. In the NFL, the Titans have traded rookie defensive back Jarvis Brownlee to the New York Jets for a 6th-round pick. Tennessee used a 7th-round pick to acquire Brownlee in the most recent draft. Head coach Brian Callahan said the move is not an indication of an early fire sale. And the Seahawks in action tomorrow night, kicking off Week 4 in the NFL with Thursday Night Football when they take on the Cardinals. We'll have the coverage starting right here on the Fan Sports Networks at 3 p.m. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. Ryan Buckley, the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Curtain Missing Work Insurance Companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the firm of Harris and Meringue. Weekdays 10 to 1. The Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
No, do the Advocates every day at 4:30. And unfortunately, that times up with Rob's bladder every day at 4:30. I wonder if Rob can sue someone over his bladder
squirt.
I wonder how that works. Can you do that? Is there some sort of company
If your
that
bladder's been wronged, you need an advocate?
I feel like Rob's bladder has been wronged.
It's possible.
Maybe he can sue the maker of his of his water jug. It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some sort of contaminant in there that makes him go to the bathroom every 7 seconds, especially at 4:30. But other than that, so if someone has wronged your bladder or really any other part of your body, like, I don't know, you've had your foot run over, got a bad car accident, slip and fall, whatever it is, if you've had one of those things where it's negatively affecting your life and no one's taking it seriously, the insurance companies aren't looking after you, and you're going to the bathroom every 8 seconds, then it's probably time for you to contact someone, and that someone should be the Advocates. Personal injury attorneys, great people. We love them. They're free to consult with. They're free to hire. You never have to write them a check. They hate insurance companies more than you do. And so if you've ever wondered to yourself, hey, should I contact an attorney? The correct answer is yes, you should. And those attorneys, the Advocates. Go to advocateslaw.com.
Carl's Jr. is the only place to get the classic Western bacon cheeseburger. Those
show rolls on a Wednesday. Big Wednesday, guys.
Big Wednesday show.
Big Wednesday, guys. It is September 24, 2025. It is time now for In the News. I'm your noted newsman. Hello, thank you. It is brought to you by the Advocates Injury Attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Today is National Punctuation Day. So they would like you to
Punctuate things.
punctuate today.
Use more of those semicolons.
Are you a big text to, what do they call it?
Voice to text?
Yeah, voice to text.
Do it all the time.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah. I supposedly it's either the new, I don't know if it's the new.
It's the new earbuds.
The
Talking about
earbuds?
the translation?
Yeah, the translation.
Yeah.
Instant-
right in your ear, it will
right.
translate.
Yeah.
For you.
Which is
The new AirPods.
AirPods. That's
Yeah,
like
the
I was
Apple.
Like, I was like, what the hell do they call those things again?
I think they call them AirPods. But I prefer earbuds like an old man would say.
Yeah.
You know.
AirPods.
It is also World School Milk Day. You remember that crap they used to serve us?
God, yeah.
In the little, one-cup
cartons?
cartons.
It would come in on a tray.
Yes. So gross. Why did they make us drink that?
Does a body good.
That was back when the food pyramid was convinced that somehow milk, like 2% milk, was a staple of our diet. I also remember when I was little, we would bring in graham crackers and pineapple juice for treats in my class. I had a teacher that would come in and we'd get Grammies, we'd get like little graham crackers and then pineapple juice, like in a big metal can.
Yeah, ours was close to that. It was Tang, though. It wasn't
Tang.
pineapple juice, yeah.
I always thought that was delightful.
Maybe they should look at that for why
Autism?
Yeah.
A big metal can of pineapple juice? Can't be good for you.
I kind of want to go back. You remember when like you were like the lunch ladies, you know, at school? They'd serve you that crappy ass chocolate milk or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I always like the
What do you want, plain or chocolate?
Pizza day.
Today cost an extra quarter at our school.
Oh, yeah.
She'd have a dart hanging out of her mouth.
Oh, 100%.
What do you want?
Some fat arms, maybe a mole.
God. They weren't real people to you. You were just a kid.
Yeah.
I would love to go back and see them like outside of school.
What their lives were
Yeah,
like.
what were their I mean,
Yeah, what was Mr. Bob the custodian up to?
yeah, like why? What are you doing here? Why are you serving us chocolate milk?
I will never forget this.
Who wronged you?
I was 17 years old, and I stole my brother's driver's license. So, because it was the best fake
You
ID.
trying to buy some booze?
No, we were going to T-bars. And my best friend Todd.
Which were 18 and over, probably.
21.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother was.
You're 17 trying to get into T-bars?
Yeah, I was like 310 pounds at like 17, and I looked like, I'd shaved my head. I looked like my brother, and I had one of my really good friends in high school also had an older brother, and he's like, that's a great idea. So he stole his brother's ID, and we went out to an establishment in Portland, and I will never forget. We ran into the school security guard at the peeler joint.
No way.
I've never been more. There's never been a more awkward moment in my entire life.
Well, it's like Varsity Blues.
Yes.
Running into the teacher.
Yeah, but he wasn't stripping. He was
I
just there.
thought maybe you. Oh, I thought
No!
you. Wasn't that your whole? Weren't you experimenting at the time? And I thought you said you did a whole thing and.
I'm gay. I just remember at the time. I think it was the dancing bear too, which is just
Dancing bear.
The dancing bear. And I remember we rolled in there and we thought it was like very scandalous, like, oh man, let's not get caught and whatever.
You sure he wasn't a bear?
And I roll in there and that son of a gun, the security guard, and I was like, ugh. And it's like, he's a real person. Well, of course, he's like a high school security guard. This is where he should be. But at the time, blew my mind.
Yeah.
Couldn't process it.
Yeah, like if you were to rank the top 3 places you might see him, that'd probably be in your top 3.
Yes.
Wouldn't it?
But at the time, we had to like flee. We're like, ah! Can't be in here.
That's bad.
Then I think we went over and I think we hit like Exotica or something because we were like, we got to find a new one. That was like our big scandalous move. We had like $42 to our name, and then we'd go and we'd get into Portland T-bars with stolen IDs.
Plans to rename a street in Longview after slain conservative activist Charlie Kirk have fizzled.
Oh. So
you
what?
will not be driving ever
on Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk Way.
Where was that happening in Longview?
Do you know Longview?
I don't know. Can I buy meth there? It is Longview. Sorry, Longview.
I did read that Charlie Kirk could be coming to U.S. currency near you. They're trying to put him on a silver dollar. There's a bill out there for that.
All right. Yeah, the section of, I don't know if you know Longview, the section of Maple Street from Olympia Way to Washington Way.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
The Longview City Council was discussing changing that to Charlie Kirk Way, but it's too expensive, Jason. They cannot do it.
We can't change the signs or whatever?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's public record. There's a lot more than signs. It's like maps, public records, things, you know.
Expenses. I like the Longview's like, whoa.
$50,000 price tag. So the proposal cannot move forward.
Dude, I'll bet you that someone, what's it with the Turning Point, I think is his deal. I guarantee that like within a week or two, they will magically find the funds for that. That will be a thing.
Well, the sheriff has released a Portland area murder suspect by accident.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it isn't. His name is Tyler Sage. He is suspected.
Can't they just do a no counties and ask him to come back?
Well, I think they did. He did not.
That's rude.
Oblige.
That's rude.
He is suspected in connection with a shooting at a Gresham apartment complex that killed a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's not good.
And wounded 2 others. Now, listen, this dude is not hard to spot because he has giant tattoos on his forehead.
Dude, when I saw this guy
and his neck,
it came across like I think KGW had it on their Twitter feed. The moment I saw it and I saw murder suspect, I said, yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, he's charged with second-degree murder and first-degree robbery.
Did he shoot a couple other people too?
The judge denied his release, but and he was ordered held without bail, but was accidentally cut out of there on Monday. They're like, can you imagine how he felt?
He's like, what? Thanks.
He's like, all right.
I'm out. All right.
Yeah. Later.
So if you happen to see someone who looks like they buy meth in Longview, and they happen to have barbed wire tattooed across their forehead, chances are it's this guy.
I wouldn't even have to tell you his story.
No.
If you saw him, you would call 911 without even knowing his story.
If I asked you,
and I'm not kidding,
if I asked you to describe someone that bought meth in Longview, wouldn't it also be this guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to take it a step further and ask you to describe his tattoos.
Think about like, how do I put this?
So he's got 6 on his face.
Yeah.
And 1 big one on his neck.
Yeah. I think it's like if you wanted to join the insane clown posse, but they thought that you were a little sketchy, that's kind of what this guy looks like.
So he's got the word alone above his left eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
It looks to be a barbed wire tattoo.
That is indeed
across his forehead.
A giant piece of barbed wire across his forehead. Yes.
He's got an Arizona State trident in between his eyes.
Yep.
And
by the way,
can't
I
tell.
don't think that's an Arizona State trident.
Oh,
my guess is
he was
a
a Sun Devils fan.
I think that has other meanings. Just saying.
And I can't tell what the other word across his right eyebrow is.
I think FTB across his neck.
Yeah, FTB, and that's a really bad tattoo.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the one on his
left. Is that
left.
a balloon or a rose?
I think that's a balloon, a heart balloon.
He also has the world's worst white guy mustache and beard combo. About what you would expect. It's a good look.
He looks like a man you do not want to mess with.
No.
But
the barbed wire tattoo.
Across the forehead. Nice touch. Most guys just get that across their arm.
Speaking of peeler joints, before the Sunset Strip closed down, that was my buddy's favorite place, and we would go there, and there was a gal who had that, a crown of thorns tattooed across her forehead, and she called herself Slutty Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Oh, dear.
Made me think of that when I saw the
dear.
the barbed wire. It's a bold move when you go with the forehead tattoo. You better be Post Malone or Jelly Roll if you're going to do that. If not, although they let him out of prison, so did something right.
All right, we have speed camera news. We'll get to that next on The Fan.
This is the Fan's window into sports. A view into today's top stories. Brought to you by Window Nation. Online at windownation.com.
One pitch away. Ball game! You can't forget about next year.
Yeah, last night, Josh Naylor, big 3-run dub.
Yeah,
in
well,
the
after my proclamation that there's no way they blow this, and then the Rockies were up in the 8th, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, they were down 3-1. He put them up 4-3, and they clinched playoff spot.
Yeah, and so now I think the magic number to win the division is 1.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Window Nation, 50% off all window styles, 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 2 years. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com for a free in-home estimate.
Seahawks football is on the Fan.
A low line drive kick as the ball bounces through the hands of Johnson and into the end zone. It's going to stay in the end zone. Will the Seahawks fall on it in the end zone? It's going to be a touchdown, Seahawks!
Join us all season long for Seahawks football.
Walker's going to get the toss. He's going left side. He's got some blocking. He turns upfield. He's down inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks!
The Seahawks play here.
Holy catfish!
On the Fan Sports Network.
Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are FDA approved under the registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk AS, which is not affiliated with Hims and Hers.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized
Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
All right, wrap it up in the news, September 24, 2025. I have speed camera news for you.
I hate speed cameras.
Well, then you'll love this story.
I think it's cheating.
Speed cameras across Portland have been shut off for months.
Good.
Did you know that?
No, I did not, but I'm happy. Dude, if you want to give me a ticket, catch me the old-fashioned way.
Now, this is only Portland. Since the end of July, the 32 speed enforcement cameras have not snapped a single photo of a speeding car. The reason is that all the cameras have been switched off as part of what the Portland Bureau of Transportation is calling a necessary step in upgrading and refreshing the traffic safety system. So they're going to be replacing the cameras. But little do people know, they're not even working.
Kick ass. Can we just leave them off? Are we worse off for not having the cameras?
You know, that's a great question.
I mean,
I'll ask you this. Since speed cameras were installed in Portland in 2016, by what percentage has speeding over the limit by 10 miles per hour or more dropped?
2%.
Really?
I don't know. I have no idea.
88%.
Oh my God.
They are a deterrent.
Damn it.
They are working. But do they have to be on?
Well, does it make us safer? That's what I want to know. Okay, so it stops me from going 10% or 10 miles an hour, like over, as opposed to, whatever, 5 that we're
Probably
doing now.
easier for you to stop in an emergency.
Does it make us safer?
Well, fewer people have
marginally
died.
so.
Fewer people have died in car accidents. 58 this year, down from 69 in 58 in 2024, down from 69 in 2023.
Anecdotal at best.
And they say that I think most importantly, speed cameras have brought in more than 1.4 million in fines and fees.
That's what this is all about. It's just big government putting their foot on your neck.
Yeah, they want that money.
They want that money. Put your foot on their balls and make them believe it. Again,
So, just for now.
Put them up, and then just that you can threaten it, and then we don't need to write anyone tickets.
Well, that's
Yeah,
now the word's out,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's kind of what they were doing.
I like it.
And it does work because I know exactly where the speed cameras are
Yeah.
and some of the routes that I have.
Yeah.
And you better believe, I don't know if they're working or not. I don't get to take that chance.
No, you can't.
They work.
We think.
Not happy right now. The Mets Cub game is black.
We think.
Why is that?
WGN.
Why am I black? Ow, rat farts. Do we have WGN on here?
And that is in the news for September 24, 2025. Brought to you by The Advocates.
Have you been wronged by a speed camera? Call the Advocates.
Injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com.
I think that's someone had to have fought that like for some sort of constitutional. That sounds like something some weird wacko dude's like Constitution. Ah!
You remember the guy? We talked about him. They caught him, but there was a guy that was out there with his rifle shooting out speed cameras.
Speed cameras.
He was that guy.
You will not.
They
You will
can't
not
catch-
tread on me.
Can't catch me if the camera's broken.
By the way, don't do that.
Let's get into Oregon, Penn State.
Let's do it.
Couple of fun. Well, I have a good fun trivia question that kind of pertains to Oregon and Penn State.
And the text line tells us the uniform should be announced at 5, which is right about now.
Okay.
We'll be on the lookout.
And we will preview our magical sports weekend that we have ahead.
Sports.
Coming up on the Fan.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out.